Welcome to another exciting episode of Ancient Anecdotes powered by Listen Cub. This is your host, Ramanathan Iyer.
And this is Neeti Ramanathan.
And this is Lalita Ramanathan.
My name is Kamakshi Kaliswaran.
Hi, this is Rajavelu from Kodam.
And this is Swarnalata.
Appa, I'm so tired of this.
What's wrong, Papa? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Our friends, they keep commenting about my dresses. They always say, no offense, but, and then follow it with something like, that dress looks interesting or unique. It feels so awful, Pa.
No offense doesn't give anyone a license to be offensive. Just because they preface it with those words, it doesn't magically make a hurtful comment okay. So, why are you feeling sad and irritated when someone makes fun of you?
I don't know. I just feel like they're judging me. And I can't be like Anusha. She's so settled. I get so angry and they just keep doing it more. Appa, what was that?
Relax, Dad. That's just Timmy from Sundar Mama's house in K Tower. It's not Professor Lupin from Harry Potter transforming into a werewolf.
We can't be sure, Appa. Maybe Timmy has a dark secret. What if tonight's the night?
If Timmy is a werewolf, I expect him to at least bring back the morning paper. No freeloading. Now about your friends. Tell me, if a dog barks at the moon, does the moon bark back?
It never seems to. Is that why they howl for so long?
Exactly. They are looking for acknowledgement.
I'm not sure, Pa. I suppose it depends on the moon's mood. Some days, I'm sure it howls right along with them.
Listen, what if instead of Arjun and Sharanya making fun of your dress, some Chinese people did it and laughed loudly? Would you still feel bad?
No, I wouldn't.
Right? Why not?
Because I wouldn't understand the language.
Exactly. Just assume Arjun and Sharanya are from Ulaanbaatar.
Huh? Where's that, Pa?
Not important. But Mongolia, I think. But more importantly, because out there in Ulaanbaatar, people speak something called as Khalkha Mongolian, and you don't know this language. And Khalkha Mongolian uses many nasal vowels. You might think what they are saying sounds funny anyhow.
Okay, what will happen if I think Sharanya and Arjun are from Ulan, whatever the name is, that thing?
Ulaanbaatar, Pa. See, your friends are expecting you to get irritated, tear up, and throw a tantrum. And instead, you will laugh. And that will throw them off their balance. And you will laugh more. Laugh and let go.
Hey, that sounds like a golden key from Amma's course.
Yes, you already know about this. This is just another testament to the fact that much before anyone faces a problem, the solution is already there.
I get so many feelings, like being mad, jealous, sad. I don't know what to do. Is there a cheat code for feelings, like press X for being happy?
It's okay, Ma. As you get older, you will get even more feelings. You know something? This is the time I have to tell you something. There are certain kinds of thoughts which is prevalent in society. These kinds of thoughts are called as suicidal thoughts, angry, fighting thoughts, and lust, and so on. You might even start wondering why cats don't wear shoes. It's all part of growing up, like leveling up in a game.
But what if I feel like I'm gonna pop? Should I start jumping up and down like a bouncy ball?
Well, Granddad used to say, when you get those big, strong feelings, just freeze your brain, like when you see a scary spider. buddhim nistimitam gatva. Say,
Buddhim nistimitam gatva. It's like putting them in a fridge.
yes, stop thinking.
So I just stare at the wall like I'm trying to find that missing sock. But I've already looked everywhere.
Yeah. Like when we came out after seeing that film Mufasa, I'm standing in the parking lot and I'm trying to remember where have I parked that car? But I had actually come by the metro train.
Oh God, Pa, that was terrible. Everybody started searching for the car then.
Now you get what I'm trying to say. That's the motto. Just stop thinking for a bit. Let your brain take a nap. Those feelings will get bored and go away and bother someone else probably. Like those pesky mosquitoes. But just for a bit, okay? Don't do this when Ramya teacher is asking you a question about factorization and everything. Don't stop thinking then. Definitely think and give them the right answer.
Okay. What happens if I don't go all Zen master on them and freeze my brain? Will my feelings start holding little protests outside my head that make a big mess?
Well, if you don't freeze your brain, no, you know what will happen? You will start thinking. And those thoughts will make you think a little more. And then you will say, these are my feelings. And then you will feel like you have to clean up the mess. And then you'll realize you have a mess. It's like having to tidy your room after you, your tata and party and your toys have had a wild party. Or getting your friends to leave after playing for hours and hours at our house with a tiny motivational speeches. Or even tinier sandwiches. It's exhausting.
Yes, that is how I feel. It's like trying to catch bubbles with your bare hands.
I know, dear. It's hopeless. It's like trying to stop a river with a spoon. Silly, isn't it? The only thing you need to do is to
Freeze the thinking and watch the feelings float by, like watching the clouds in the sky.
yes, absolute poetry. Everything has a little oopsie in it, like your drawings.
Huh?
And just knowing that it's okay, even if things aren't perfect, helps us to move forward without, tripping on our own shoelaces. In Japanese, it is called Wabi Sabi. Say,
Wabi Sabi, which sounds like a delicious sushi roll.
Wabi Sabi is the sushi of serenity.
Yum. But how will I remember all this, Pa? My brain is already full of cartoon-themed songs and yummy snack ideas.
Well, the story of Hanuman and the Brahmastra will help. It is about a super cool weapon and a whole lot of acceptance on the part of Hanuman at every stage. Now, who is ready for a story?
Me. As long as there are no actual sneezes involved, I am ready.
The afternoon sky blazed over Lanka like a furnace. Heat shimmered off obsidian rooftops. Below, the air was thick with the scent of ash, fear, and something more primal. War. In a distance, a lone figure stood still, unmoving, unshaken, and unafraid. Hanuman. The wind wrapped around him like a familiar shawl, whispering tales from the eastern mountains where monkeys still chant Sri Ramachandra's name. His feet buried deep into the stone battlement, felt Lanka breathe beneath them. But his breath was calm. A sound erupted in the horizon, not a roar, not a chant, but a martial thunder. Gold wheels screamed across cobbled stone as the Prince of Lanka made his entrance. Aksha, the son of Ravana. In his chariot, that was inlaid with gems harvested from caves that whispered ancient curses, sparkled like comet. 8 mind-speed horses pulled it, being so fast that their manes created afterimages. And on his back, a bow carved from the ribs of a slain Yaksha king.
I ride not for glory nor vengeance. I ride to defend my homeland and to test myself against this storm they call Hanuman.
The chariot filled the air with an unholy hum. Birds scattered, trees bent, even the clouds seemed unsure whether to hold formation or flee.
Another one. You demons really don't give up, do you? First come the taunts, then the tantrums, and now this. At least this one's got flair.
Hanuman's tail coiled behind him, not in tension but in excitement, a child waiting to play. But his eyes, they were still, focused, timeless.
I am Prince Aksha, commander of the Black Battalion. Turn back, Vanara, lest your name be lost to the ages.
Your title's long. Your speech is longer. You plan to fight or lecture me to death, huh?
Without a cue, the sky cracked. Aksha loosed 3 arrows in a flash. One for the heart, one for the throat, and one for Hanuman's eyes. Hanuman leapt, a blur, and the arrows missed. All 3 of them.
Oh, that's cute. Let me show you how the wind dances.
Aksha snarled. More arrows. 12, 24, each singing with dark incantations, tipped in naga venom. Hanuman deflected them, some with his tail, some with the flat of his palm.
He's playing with me. This isn't evasion. It's choreography.
Aksha's eyes burned crimson. He pulled from his side a blade, a twin-edged talwar that could sever shadows from light. He slashed. The air itself split open, but Hanuman caught the blade in mid-swing between his thumb and forefinger.
Not bad, little prince. But I've seen gods who've hit harder and loved harder.
The two clashed in midair. Fists met steel. Thunder cracked from their movements. The sky above Lanka twisted. Birds flew backward. Fish leapt out of the sea only to die from awe. Hanuman took 3 arrows to the shoulder. Blood trickled. He didn't flinch. Aksha's eyes widened.
You bleed. You're not invincible.
No, just unstoppable.
And then it happened. A blur of motion. A flick of a tail. And suddenly Aksha's horses fell. All 8 at once. Their bodies hit the earth with the sound of falling gods. The chariot, now a corpse of metal and gem, splintered in the air. Aksha fell, but he did not yield. Drawing his sword, he rose again, flying by sheer force of will up to Hanuman.
I am not finished. I am the Prince of Lanka.
Hanuman met him in mid-sky, caught him by both legs, spun him once, twice, 1,000 times, and like Garuda casting off a serpent, he flung him earthward. The impact silenced Lanka. Birds stopped in mid-flight. Water in wells stilled. Aksha's body hit the stones with a sound that would echo in Ravana's heart. And that was the last Aksha breathed.
Is this the best Lanka can offer? I haven't even broken a sweat.
For the first time in all his centuries, Ravana shut his eyes. Not in fear, but in sorrow.
Aksha, my flame, extinguished by a monkey. A monkey!
His 10 heads contorted, one silent, another calculating, one poignant, and one seething, but all agreed on the next step.
Indrajit, come forth!
The door to the war hall groaned open. Out stepped a shadow. The warriors' space and poise seemed to dance with each other. This was Indrajit, son of Ravana, subduer of gods. He spoke in a voice calm like obsidian.
I am here, Father.
The air changed. The room breathed slower. Even the walls leaned inward, seemingly to listen. Indrajit walked like prophecy, spoke like law. Ravana spoke with clenched teeth.
Who tamed the clouds? Who made even Indra kneel? Today, I summon you, not as your father, but as your emperor.
निहत्यतं वज्रसुतो उपमप्रभं कुमारमक्षं शतजोपमेक्षणम् तमेव वीरो अभिजगामतोरणम् कृतक्षणः काल इव प्रजाक्षये न ह्यहं तं कपिं मन्ये कर्मणा प्रतितर्कयन् सर्वथा तन्महद्भूतं महाबलपरिग्रहम् न ते अस्त्यशक्यं समरेषु कर्मणा न ते अस्त्यकार्यं मतिपूर्वमन्त्रणे न सोऽस्ति कश्चित् त्रिषु सङ्ग्रहेषु वै न वेद यस्ते अस्त्रबलं बलं च ते ममानुरूपं तपसो बलं च ते पराक्रमश्चास्त्रबलं च संयुगे न त्वां समासाद्य रणावमर्दे मनश्रमं गच्छति निश्चितार्थम् निहताः किङ्करा सर्वे जम्बूमाली च राक्षसः अमात्यपुत्रा वीराश्च पञ्चसेनाक्रयानि च बलानि सुसमृद्धानि साश्वनागरथानि च सहोदरस्ते दयितः कुमारो अक्षसूदित न हि तेष्वेव मे सारो यस्त्वय्य हरिनिषूदन.
Indrajit raised the bow to his hand and said with an icy calm,
Say the word, Father, and this monkey becomes history.
Ravana's gaze hardened.
He burned our gates, slew our sons, laughed through fire. Go, end this elegantly. He must be made an example of. Bring him to me alive.
Elegance. I can do that. But I suspect this monkey will require improvisation, Father.
He turned. Doors parted. Indrajit's chariot was tiger-drawn and thunder-wheeled. It waited outside the doors. The banner of the chariot bore the crest of a conquered Indra. As Indrajit climbed aboard, war drums beat, not to summon an army but to honor nothing short of a weapon. On the outskirts, Hanuman sat on a mango tree, eating calmly, his fur dusted with blood, his eyes scanning the horizon. Hanuman told himself,
That smell, rancid and hot, Magic. Old magic. Whoever's coming isn't ordinary.
The air tightened, the earth cracked, the sun dimmed slightly, and then brightened again. A chariot crested the horizon like a comet. All the tigers snarled and growled all at once. Indrajit had arrived.
Vanara! I'm Indrajit, hunter of storms, slayer of pride. You, Endier.
Hoo! This one has poetry and presence. Good. I was getting bored. Let's see if your arrows sing as well as your words do. Huh?
What changed? Did the arrival of Indrajit portend new challenges for Hanuman? Did Hanuman change his fighting strategy? Hanuman deliberately seemed to have drawn out Lanka's mightiest, assessing Ravana's strength one champion at a time. But in facing Indrajit, Ravana's near invincible son, the game changes. Was this confrontation Hanuman's true goal? Or is it really possible that Hanuman has gravely underestimated the depths of Rakshasa power just one step away from the mighty Ravana himself? Has Hanuman's astonishing rampage finally led him to an unbeatable foe? Was the battle with Indrajit any different from the battle with Aksha or the other generals who came out to oust Veera Hanuman from the Ashoka Vatika? Will Hanuman meet Ravana? What will happen next? Hear it first on
Ancient Anecdotes.
on your favorite podcast streaming providers.
Tune in for a brand new episode.